Hey guys, Angry Old Man here. Yeah, not my usual setting. I'm just a little pressed for time today. Got a lot going on, and I really wanted to get this done and nailed down for today. This is going to be a condensed video combining 2 weeks of training and the Run to Read half marathon for 2023. I'll start off. Training has been going very well. We've been working at our appropriate paces. I did a pretty decent long run yesterday and was able to, be in that magic 8:30 world for the bulk of my long run. My speed work is, it is what it is. This program does not do a lot of 100, 200, 400 meter repeats or intervals. It relies mainly on the 800 meter work and the hill work that you do to sort of cover that base. I'm not entirely comfortable with that, but I will give it a go and see how things pan out. Obviously, the people that write these programs are more experienced and know much more than I do in that respect. The half marathon was pretty fun. The weather was a little colder, but it wasn't as bad as it has been in the past. The trails were, I'm going to give them like just a sort of a C, flat C. They weren't as good as they could be, and they weren't as bad as they have been or were at least last year when I was running in, more or less about a foot deep snowbank. What we did, we took off, and the paved portion of the trail was snow. There was snow on it. There was mixed ice, but it had also started to thaw because the sun had come out a little bit. We had already agreed, that is Emily and myself, that we were going to just basically look at a goal marathon pace run for the day. We weren't out there to, win the race or crush a PR. This was a charity event that we support, and a good friend of ours is the race coordinator for. So yeah, we just wanted to support it and get a long run in for the day. So that's exactly what we did. We took off, and out to almost mile 6, things were doing really well. But the temperature had risen, and the limestone portion of the trail had devolved into kind of a muddy mess. It had some places where it wasn't as bad. Some places were pretty good, but you had your choice in a lot of places. Run in about 2-3 inches of snow in places, run in mud, or sort of try to fumble through the median, which could be all kind of fun stuff can be hidden in that. So we took a conservative pace, and we did lose a little bit along the way. Ultimately, we finished right about 8-minute mile paces, which is only 11 seconds. Me totally, it was maybe 15 seconds off of my goal marathon pace. And my concern was more finishing safely, getting a good workout in, and not going out there to crush anybody or anything. It was near the end. Emily had started to get itchy, and pretty much told me, yeah, I'm going to try to catch this guy in front of us. And I shrugged and said, have at it, sport. I'm not dying out here today. I was, not going to PR. I was not going to change my, placing within my age group. So there was no real reason at that point in the race for me to do anything but just continue and finish out my workout. And I crossed the line, just seconds after Emily did. But in any case, it was a good race, a good time. The Literacy Volunteers of Marion County, a big shout out to those guys. They're out there making a difference, and we try to do what we can to support them. This is a fun race for us, but it is also a very unpredictable race. We have run in January in West Virginia, where people have had heat stress because it was in the high 70s. And we have run this race in days where Emily actually won it, and it was minus like 6 degrees or something like that. And there was, 2 feet of snow on the ground, and she crossed her arms and wrapped up in her emergency blanket and stuff in the back of the car. And, between teeth chattering and things said, this is it. I'm done with this nonsense. So in both extremes, it's kind of a toss up, and you just never know what you're going to get, which does make it exciting. At the end of the race, Emily took first in her age group, which we were kind of happy about that. And I had managed to hold second place in my age group, and was quite pleased with that for the amount of effort and stuff that I had put into the actual race. I do enjoy racing, but right now I think for a couple of my Boston qualifying attempts, I allow myself, and I keep telling myself this, and you've probably heard it before on my videos, I allow myself to get distracted by the shinies. This time I am bound and determined I'm not going to let that happen. We will be doing other races, but I have no illusions that I'm going to go out there and, try to be a 5K champion while I'm in marathon training. While some people can certainly be that, I am not one of those persons. I have to be really kind of tuned into the race distance I'm periodizing for. Maybe one day I'll be able to run great paces across the board, but me focused on that 7:49 mile pace and really holding that and building my endurance around that pace will cost me at my upper end, and I'm okay with that, and that's just that's maybe part of aging that we'll all have to contend with, is that we have to pick and choose our battles. And I certainly am going to be more wary of picking and choosing my battles in the future. Anyway, guys, that wraps it up. I do appreciate each and every one of you. I am sorry. Our schedule has been very busy. Our farm has hit the kidding season. I have baby goats on the farm right now, and I have bottle babies to contend with as well. So we are crazy busy people. Thank you again. If you're interested in goats or anything about goats, you can also drop me a line. You can hit us up on our farm site, which is Fort McMaddow Farm. I'll put a link to that Facebook page in the description on this video when it posts. I hope you have a great day. And as I always say, run angry, my friends.